Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talking Shop. Here is your host, ComixDad!
Sure. What up, everybody? ComixDad here. Welcome to another edition of Talkin' Shop. I have a very awesome guest here with me today. But before I introduce my fantastic guest, we're just gonna say hi to the chat real quick. We have PJO over on YouTube says Dani. That's what that emoji is. But and then so PJO. Since you were the first one in the YouTube chat, this is a real quick little thank you for you.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay! And then hello, Deranged Lunatic says hello, Mama Penny. My name's not Penny, but I appreciate the hello anyway. Now I'm assuming that's for PJ. And then over on Rumble, we got the one and only my lovely Queen Comics wife says I'm first on Rumble. Boom! And because she's first on Rumble, we also have this. Get down and bash it. That's right. Get down your bad self. And I believe that's everybody there currently. Let's check over to Blaze real quick, because Blaze doesn't integrate into the studio here, unfortunately. Nobody there. And okay, cool. So we've at least said hi to everybody in the chat. So now, ladies and gentlemen, my guest. She is a fantastic podcaster, very entertaining, goes live every day. I don't know how she does it, plus puts up a bunch of videos, plus seems to know, like, everybody I want to talk to in comics and entertainment. So I'm super jealous of that. But ladies and gentlemen of the Comics and channel and podcast, I give to you Dani Soncasie. Hopefully I'm saying it correct. Get on with it!
Tim the Judge. It's Soncasie.
Soncasie.
Yes.
I completely...
Listen. Let me tell you a little story about growing up.
Queen Comics wife in the background.
Hi! Nice to see you! Let me tell you a little story about growing up with that monstrosity of a last name. I've gotten Soncasie, Sandcastle. The best one.
Sandcastle.
Sandcastle.
Not even close.
My favorite ever was a couple years ago. I had to go for an x-ray, and I go and check in. And this woman working at the check-in desk, like, she's 6 inches from me, right?
Yeah.
And she keeps mispronouncing my name. I keep correcting her. It's not Sansusi, which that is the original spelling and pronunciation of my name, but that was 100 years ago. Okay. There are still people with that name. My name is new, but I'm correcting her. Okay. I'm sitting right here. You can't misread it. I'm telling you, it's Soncasie. She keeps saying it back incorrectly. So I get down to the x-ray department, and they look at the paper, and they look at me, and they look back at the paper and look back at me, and they said, well, you're not a dude. And I said, well, last I checked. And they said, well, this paper says you're Darnell Sanchez. So if you read the credits of every single video I have put up since, the executive producer of Comics and is Darnell Sanchez.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
So,
yeah. And then just real quick in chat, I see a couple people more coming in. Jose Taco, what's going on, brother? Says, have you watched Spider Noir? I have not, but we may talk a little bit about that because I do want to watch it. I
My
just haven't
members,
gotten around to it.
Deranged Lunatic and I watched the first episode in black and white for our members only stream on Discord, and it is good
Is
stuff.
it? Okay, good.
Mhm.
That's everything I wanted to hear. And then rumor requirement class, what's going on? Says, what a pretty lady you have on today.
Oh,
All the why? Thank you. I always have myself on every chat or every stream, but thank you so much for the compliment anyway.
he works very hard at it.
I work very hard on my complexion. And then this pretty lady behind me.
Hi.
You're like a deer in the headlights. What do you?
She's.
Yeah, what's up? I absolutely have not. I have not seen them. She's trying to find something. I think she's working on either she's working on a project or she's looking for the dog nail clippers. I don't know which. Some kind of scissors. But anyway, yes. Wow. Yes, indeed. That is how I am. You should know this by now. You've been here for enough streams, room of requirement class. You should know. This is what I do. I crap all over myself.
That's why he wears diapers now.
Never stopped. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I'll let you know in Discord or hit up Queen Comics Wife in Discord. I think we'll be around. Possibly depends on what you guys want to play or something. Or we could just that's Andrew Rodriguez and ND Andrew's better half. That is Andrew's better half there.
You're Nandrew's girlfriend? Oh my god, I'm so excited to meet you. I'm Dani. It's Dani. Has he told you about Dani? If he hasn't, I will smack him. I'm the one with
shame on
nephew.
Andrew if he hasn't.
I'm the one who has a nephew that looks exactly like him, but he has red hair. So we call him Zephyr. I've named him because not only does my nephew,
very
his
clever.
name is Eli, his name fiance. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me. That's rude.
Okay. I couldn't remember either. That's why I just said better half. It's the simplest thing to do. It's an easy out.
My nephew Eli has red hair, and he just graduated high school, but his high school colors are blue and yellow, blue and gold. Zephyr's
That's
colors.
funny. That's real funny.
I would send him pictures. Like I went to his graduation. I'm like, look, Zephyr's graduating, or look, Zephyr's at work, and he's like, okay. He's like, very cute. That's fine.
Oh boy, that's good. And Andrew's a friend of the channel. He's been on a couple times to hang out here. And Andrew's good people. Spider-Man is very good also, says Rachel.
Yes. I adore Nandrew. I call him Nandrew.
Of course.
I'm Nandrew. But I adore him. We have something in common, and that's we're both white Latinos.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, he has the name. I have the impronounceable French name, and I'm not French. But my entire name is super French, and I'm not French. I'm Mexican, so there's that.
Oh,
which makes the Darnell Sanchez even funnier.
Then that would make 3 because Queen Comics Wife is a white Latino as well. She is half Puerto Rican, half Jersey.
Nice.
Well, all Jersey, half Puerto Rican, all Jersey. I guess I should say.
Yeah.
PJ, Dani at my grandson's soccer game. Oh well, hopefully your grandson kicks some butt or kicks the ball. Either or.
Listen, you be good to Mama Penny, because if you are good to her, she will be very good to you. She is the hardest working subscriber on all of YouTube.
That is good.
She will show up. She will show up for everything and anything, no matter what she's doing. She will take you with her.
Well then, you know what, Mama Penny, you get to relax here and don't have to work so hard because welcome to what I affectionately call the shit show. So there's no fixing this. Just hang out, relax, and have fun. That's all you gotta do. Yes, Andrew's such a white Latino.
He is, and that's okay. We
Right.
both are, and I love. I if you
No,
I hate
Wolf.
that. I hate that
No,
so
Wolf.
much.
I don't mean
But
Latinx. Go away, Wolf. Back to your corner.
by the way, I love the Room of Requirement YouTube channel. You guys' YouTube
Yes.
channel, it's darling. I absolutely adore it. I'm a subscriber.
What
Hi
up,
Kino,
reviews, Kino?
that is my contributing editor.
Yes,
Kino.
I have seen Kino in your chats when I am able to catch your shows. That's the thing. Your shows are. Don't get me wrong. Love what you do. I have a hard time
Thank
catching
you.
your damn shows. It's 11:30. It's 11:30 during the day. I'm working. I'm eating lunch or I'm working. If I'm eating lunch, I'm able to catch it. But if I'm working, damn it, I can't catch it.
I'm so sorry. I have considered possibly doing a Saturday show.
Ooh.
I used to stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday.
Oh,
But once Veiled Legacy, once my comic book started actually happening,
what up, Mike?
I needed more time because I was doing when I started the YouTube channel, I owned a salon. I owned a hair salon, and I was running that virtually by myself, and I did have some employees, and I was dropping a fully researched, recorded, edited breakdown on the YouTube channel once a week. I don't know
Okay.
how I was doing it, but I was doing it. And then, there were health issues and everything. So I was forced to retire from cosmetology, had to close the salon. And then I just devoted my time entirely to YouTube and started streaming 5 days a week on top of the pre-recorded breakdowns. The breakdowns kind of switched to like once a month because
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. The research alone is just a
Oh, for
lot of
sure.
work, and the editing, because I do a lot of, well, just goofy shit with my edits. Like I just do a lot of goofy shit, and it's a lot of work. And I still have a child at home.
Mhm.
She's graduating next year, and I have a husband, and I have chickens, and a little tiny little micro farm out here.
Okay.
So I kind of stretched that out a bit. And then when I met Caro and Nandrew and Evan, and I started really getting to move forward with the comic book, something I never thought I was ever going to get to do, a decision had to be made.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
You
and
were. It
that
sounded like you were already stretching yourself in 20 directions. So.
that I was doing on Wednesdays, I was doing two streams. I was on my channel, and then an
Yeah.
hour later, I was on the Latino Slant.
Oh,
For
geez.
and
Okay.
he did his for like 2 freaking hours.
Yeah,
Like
he
it
does.
was a
He does
long
long shows.
stream. Yeah, and God love Paulie. He he did kind of, he would ask me like, okay, I need you to like cancel your Wednesday show because we're going to do this, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
Ah.
Like I'm not going to restructure my channel because it
So,
might, that's
yeah,
not happening.
sorry, Paulie. You're a good
Yeah.
guy. I like y'all, but
Yeah. No, that's not happening.
I'm not.
So
I'm not
yeah,
putting a slant into my schedule to help out your slant.
right. But he decided to go a different direction with his
Okay.
Wednesday show anyway, which was fine with me because yeah, I was tired. I was a little tired. And I really felt like maybe my channel was suffering a little bit
Mhm.
because I was pulled in like 100 million different directions. And on top of that, I'm trying to, you know, I've already written the first two comic books, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to get them made. I'm trying to
Yep.
push the campaign, which something that's very new for me. I've never done before. It's a lot of work. And so when he was like, I think I'm going to go a different direction on Wednesday. So it's like, okay,
Yeah, like sure, totally
that's fine.
fine with me. Don't.
Okie
That's one
dokie.
less thing I don't need to have on my plate. Thank you.
Yeah, no
um.
worries.
Oh, it sounds like we could have used you out here. Oh, the daughter got
Peanut
something
butter,
sticky in her hair. Oh.
peanut butter or ice. Peanut butter or ice.
We
Oh,
need.
you get it.
We could have used. We could have used cosmetologist Danny out here.
You should have said something. You should have said something like way earlier. Like I would have helped.
So trying to convince Andrew to let me have chickens.
I'll tell him right now.
Yes, because you are half Puerto Rican and you're all Jersey, not half Jersey. You're all Jersey.
Let's see. Nandrew, let the woman have her chickens.
Free eggs wasn't a selling point. I mean, see, my wife, Queen Comics Life, she's been every time we go to a was it Tractor Supply? She's always like, "Oh, they're so cute. Oh, but can't we just get some?" I'm like, "Where are we gonna set up a coop? Where are we gonna
also, here's something that a lot of people don't know, but chickens are great at controlling mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, lice. They will eat that stuff up out of your yard. So we have something,
Really?
yes, we have something called a chicken tractor. It's a mobile coop. You put them in the coop. It's got wheels on the back and you can push them around the yard in like different places. So every day my husband will go out there and move the coop to a different spot in the yard so that they can pick things, bugs and ticks and fleas out of the lawn. So when our dogs go out there, they don't get like fleas and ticks and stuff because the chickens have eaten them.
I just learned something new about chickens. Yeah, unfortunately, we have an HOA and we don't have a fenced yard, so both of those things kind of go against us from having chickens.
I don't have a fenced yard either, but I live out in the country.
I was gonna say you're like in the Midwest, aren't you?
I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Southeast Missouri. Heaven.
You've got all the room in the world.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's awful here. It's terrible. It's like the DMV. It sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely stay away from affordable states. Definitely 100%.
Yeah. No, don't come here. It's terrible. It's just the worst. Just the worst. But yeah. Do I need to bring the spoon in? Does she beat you with a wooden spoon?
I was gonna say, quick little ComixDad lore is a buddy of ours who does some game streaming. I was streaming a game with him one time, and I jokingly mentioned something about her having a big old fashioned wood spoon that she uses to cook with, and he just started going like, "Well, it's okay, ComixDad. Like, we'll save you from the spoon. It's all right." And then he created an angry spoon emote that gets used on Rumble for it, because I can't do custom emotes on YouTube yet. But then it ended up getting a whole thing, and now it's called the Spoon of Destiny, and it has its own lore behind it now, and like it's a thing. It's like we do a Sunday stream together, so like she's in the other room on her computer, I'm in here. I'll bang on my desk and I'll just go, ow, ow. She's like, I'm not even there. I'm like, no, the spoon knows no reach.
That's so funny. And Mike has bad knees is absolutely correct. After
I'm still catching up.
After Joseph, dang it, what is his last name? He founded the Mormon Church. After they left upstate New York, he was like,
Joseph Smith.
A vision. Joseph Smith. How can I forget Smith? It's just the most normal name. It's also my sister's name. Anyway, Joseph Smith has a vision, and he goes and the vision is that the Garden of Eden that you're going to found, the new Garden of Eden, is in Missouri. So go settle in Missouri. So he did. And Missouri ran them out. In fact, it was legal until 1978. Legal in Missouri and up until 1978 in the state of Missouri to shoot and delete a Mormon on site.
Let's go.
It was on the law books.
Let's go. No cult here. Thank you very much.
craziest thing. And I only know this because, and here's some Dani lore for you. When I was 16, missionaries came to my house. It was the dead of winter. It was geez. 6 feet of snow. Like it was miserably cold. And my mom felt bad for them because she only felt bad for people that, she wasn't related to and had to care for. So she was like, would you like to come in and have some herbal tea? And they were like, oh, that's so nice. How did you know we can't have caffeine? So she agrees to go through their teachings, because what the Mormons want to do, the missionaries want to do when they come to your house, is they want to give you their lessons
Oh yeah.
teach them about their religion, and it's 6 weeks long.
Yep.
So I went through Mormon school basically.
Oh
And
geez. Oh
I know
no.
all about the different heavens. I know everything. And at the end of this, she asks, they ask, are you ready to convert? My mom's like, nope, we're Irish Catholic. Thanks. And shuts the door. Funny story.
That's an amazing troll right there. That's great.
A few weeks ago, one of those missionaries sent me a message on Facebook Messenger with pictures of me at 16 and said, "Say, is this you?" And I was like, "Holy crap."
Wow. That's wild.
Those are now the only pictures I have of myself as a teenager.
Your response should have been, "Yes, it is. By the way, can I tell you about a book called Dianetics?"
Oh my god!
Do you have time to learn about Dianetics?
Oh my god!
Just hit him right back with the Scientology.
By the way, Nandrew, I have texted you.
Look who's here.
I have texted you. I expect you to read the text.
No need. She's already on top of it in the chat.
Say yes.
No need to even read the text.
Let this darling, wonderful, magical creature, whom I adore already, have her chimkins. You don't know how to read. Well, that's fair. That's going to be very difficult for you being an editor and an art director.
Andrew, you just got to use my excuse. I'm functionally illiterate. That's what you got to say. Functionally illiterate.
And fleas and lice and mosquitoes and all kinds of creepy crawlies.
Well, you know what they hopefully don't eat? Comic books. Yeah, it makes being an editor really awkward, I bet. But again, functionally illiterate. That's all you gotta say. But so Dani, obviously your channel is comics and you talk about a lot of comic book stuff. But my question to you is, what even got you into comics to begin with? Like, what is your why for comics in terms of why you like comics?
So I was born with a whole bunch of disabilities. Like,
okay,
wonderful.
That's a way to start. That's a way to start an answer.
Nandrew, I will text you and harass you later with that.
Mm-hmm. I will not text you and harass you later. We will just play video games and talk about random guy stuff. I will not harass you, Andrew. It's okay.
I will. That's fine. He picks on me like a big brother, and he's younger than me, so I don't understand that. Anyway, I was born with a whole bunch of disabilities. The most significant being that my skeleton is underdeveloped. It's too small. I have child-size bones, and my right leg was missing a lot of things, especially or significantly, like a growth plates. So my right leg wasn't growing. And my right foot was straight up and down. I was missing toes. I'm missing an artery, like a whole bunch of stuff. So I spent a lot of time in Shriners Hospital for Children. And I'm so old that when I was growing up in Shriners, it was called Shriners Hospital for Crippled Children. It was a giant sign on the side of the building.
Shriners Hospital for Crippled Children. You know what?
Children.
We need the good old days back. We need signs. We need signs to tell us where the crippled children are. That's what we need.
Anywho, I started having surgery. God. Like, I came home from the hospital the day I was born. And when I say I grew up in Shriners, I mean, I lived there. I had surgery every year of my childhood from age 0 to 17 years old. And sometimes it was 4 to 5 times a year. It just really depended. But there was one specific time where I lived there for 3 years straight because I had to have my leg lengthened with this device called an Elizarov. It was pins going through the bones of my leg. They had removed a piece of my tibia and my fibula. There were halos around it, and then there were bars with cylinders with little clickers where they would stretch the leg apart. I've actually written an article about this for comic books for kids.
Okay.
So they were stretching my leg, and because this was a new to the Western world process,
Mhm.
and I was only the 13th human being in the Western world to have this done.
Really?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. I thought it was mine for a second.
No, that's my alarm to tell me that I need to eat. Anyway,
Oh, feel
because-
free, by the way. Like, if you
Oh.
want to just, like, even if,
I
I know
already
people.
did.
I was
I'm
going to
good.
say, if you want to, feel free. And if you want to turn off the camera, because I know some people don't like eating on camera, feel free. And we could just listen and not see. That's
good.
totally fine, too.
You're good.
We'll just listen to the.
So,
That, to some people, I guess it's soothing. Some people could probably fall asleep to it. I'm not one of them, although you could ask my wife. I sleep talk about food. So.
I do have some dog treats here I could nibble on, but that's okay.
Oh, gee.
I think I'm good. So, because this was a new thing, and I was, so young. I was 9 years old. I had to live in the hospital. This is 1988, 1989. No internet. Okay. No flat screen TVs. We had like 5 channels.
Yep.
There were 4 girls to a room. And the TV was 13 inches and like 10 feet up in the air in a metal cabinet. Okay.
Yep.
So
I'm
safe to
familiar.
say-
I unfortunately had a couple of hospital visits myself as a kid, just as those were getting phased out. So I'm
Mhm.
familiar.
So safe to say there wasn't a whole lot to do. And I mean, they did amazing for us. They had something called the recreational therapy department. It's
Okay.
a giant room with a basketball court for wheelchair basketball. We had Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. We had books and games and a computer with print shop, which was dope. Let me tell you something.
You sold me a Genesis. Sign me up for that hospital right there.
Right. Well, and then we had, events and stuff throughout the week that were scheduled, like bingo, which was my favorite on Thursdays. My dad had a cover band and they would come in like once a month and play music. But, bye. I will miss you. Bye.
Thanks for stopping in, Mary.
So on
I have
Tuesdays,
domestic tasks to accomplish. I like that phrasing. Queen Comics wife, I have domestic tasks for you.
So on Tuesdays, it just so happened there was a local comic book shop that would donate comic books. Shriners is a non-profit organization. They are a non-profit hospital. They just now started accepting insurance. If you have it, they will accept it. But if you don't have it, they're not going to turn you away. If you have a disabled child, they are there to help. And that's just magnificent. So they really, really depend off of the kindness of strangers, off of donations. So, I mean, back in the mid to late 80s, a comic book store donating their comics, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So I was
a big deal. That's awesome. And I can only imagine all the different fantastic books that are probably holy grails now that came through those doors.
Oh yeah. So I was familiar with comic books and I was already a nerd at that point.
Gotcha.
I really loved Star Trek and Star Wars. I loved Dune. I loved Frank Herbert. I loved reading. I was a big reader. So I was really depressed because I didn't get to see my family a lot. I was, you're trapped. I was in pain, constant pain.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wasn't alone. There's hundreds of kids in this
For
hospital.
sure, but you missed your family, of course. You wanted that connection of your family
Right,
and your friends that you knew.
Right.
Not
You're alone.
not little
You're alone. You're
not little leukemia
you're-
Jimmy next to you. Like as much as
Well,
as
here,
nice as he may have been, like I'm sure that wasn't the most liveliest
oh,
party
trust me,
sometimes.
I had some I had some really obnoxious roommates, trust me. But one day one of the ladies from RT recreational therapy came down. She's like, "We got some new stuff. We got print shop on the computer and someone donated some books." And I was like, "Say less. You said print shop. I'm on my way. I'm going to make some sweet banners to hang over my bed. Like, let's go."
There you
So I
go.
went down there, and as soon as I come rolling in, there's this end table with just a pile of comic books kind of scattered all over it. I'm like, "What is this?"
Yes.
I pick up a Huntress comic, and
Okay.
I have when I wrote the article, like I went scouring because so many people have asked me, like, "What was your first comic?" I'm like, "Oh my god, like what was what?" I don't remember what it was. Like all I remember was Huntress was on the cover and she looked amazing. And
As she did back
Batman,
then.
absolutely. And Batman was in the back, kind of half in shadow, just, looking over her. And I ended up sitting there, like in everyone's way,
Mhm.
thumbing through this book. I grabbed that. I grabbed a bunch of Wonder Woman. And ever since, like, I've been a massive Wonder Woman fan. Oh, I'm going to show that
There
up.
we go.
There's some
Oh,
golden
that's
age Wonder
cool.
Woman. And then I have her on both of my shoulders. And of course, my DC comics right there.
There you go.
But
Wonder
I
Woman.
Wonder Woman. So I scooped up about an armful onto my lap, on the wheelchair, and just like scuttled on back to my room. It was like before anyone else would
America.
catch on to this. Yeah,
There we
America.
go.
So that was an amazing thing for me because I discovered with these comic books, I could escape
Yeah.
my bindings. I could escape my reality into these worlds. I could forget what I was dealing with, even if it was for like 5 to 20 minutes at a time. I was able to do that. And more than that, it inspired me to it inspired me to start creating my own characters. And of course, at first, it was like making my own X-Men or drawing Rogue and Gambit. But then
Okay.
eventually, it was creating my own characters and writing my own stories. So,
Nice.
comic books for me, to make a long story even longer, comic books for me meant more than just pictures and words
Yeah.
together. It was more than just, a book. It was escape. It was a
Mhm.
coping mechanism. It was a doorway to my own creativity and helping me discover parts of myself that I didn't even know existed.
That's awesome.
So thank you, Huntress.
Yes, yes. Big shout out to Huntress and to DC. And that's what I feel like that is part of what comics have lost over the last 10 to 20 years, arguably.
I agree with you.
Is I mean, yes, there's been, especially out of the big two, like indies. We can talk indies. There's so many great indies over the course of the last 20 some odd 30 years that still
Mhm.
hold, that still keep that sentiment true to this day about escapism and
Arc
yep, arc stream, absolutely, as well as older immies, wow,
Mhm.
indies, because I was thinking image. So like Spawn out of Image, and the whole everything with Rob Liefeld and Todd McFarlane and Eric Larson, when they went over and they started Image, everything they did out of there. But like the big two is what everybody loved. And the fact that they kind of, well, not kind of, they have lost what they stood for and lost their core vision in terms of their storytelling and what they actually meant to people. Now it's
Mhm.
okay. I mean, the big two, Marvel, DC, a lot of those comics still mean something to someone, the new ones, but it's not the same. It's obviously not as large of a reach, but like it means something to people for different reasons. It's not because
Mhm.
it's escapism. Now it's because there's too much realism. And I
No,
think
and
that
it's
that's a big
yeah.
problem with those two companies right now.
They've become cash grabs
Yeah.
is what it is. And it happened when it became mainstream.
Hmm.
The bullies are still there. Like, when we were younger, at least when I was younger, being into comic books, you got made fun of for that shit. Like, it wasn't like, oh, well, which ones are you into? No, you got seriously made fun of. It was not a
Oh
cool
yeah.
thing to be into. I figured you'd say something like that. Listen, Andrew has a heart of gold, and that shines through in his character that has a heart of gold. And when I first read Arcstream, I told him, I said, this is something that has that thing that DC had back in the day, but doesn't have anymore. That aspirational character quality, that aspirational storytelling that they used to do so well, that made them so definitive, and separated them from
Yeah.
Marvel. I told him I really felt like it could hold up with anything DC did. And I mean that, even though he's a mean little butthole to me. So it's fine. I still love him. But no, the it became mainstream once they realized that, oh shit, these nerds are like really spending money on this stuff. They show
Mhm.
up. We should make other things with these comic book characters to get more of their money. So it became mainstream.
Yep.
So the bullies are still there. They're just calling us different names. Oh, you're an elitist.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Because they have now come in and taken
yeah,
over the hobby, the interest. Uh
exactly. And
and it's
it's changed from, tourist and purist or elitist, or well, this isn't a comic book, this is a TV show. Well, how do you think it got to the point where someone
yeah.
wants to make it into a TV show?
Yeah.
Nerds like
The
us.
fact that it was a comic first, and wow, we would really love to see an adaptation of our favorite story on
Mhm.
television. No,
Yep.
no, we're just gonna scrap that and we're just gonna do something completely different. But we're still gonna use
Yeah.
the same characters that you love. We're just gonna one more day it, that's all.
Yeah. We're just going to use the name to kite you in.
Yeah.
And when we already have your money, bait and switch you with the, oh, by the way, we've changed everything. We knew you'd
Yep.
love it.
Yep. There
So
was
it
and
still
I hate
exists. The
especially
bullies are still
especially the
there.
ident no, you're good. Especially the identity when they started doing the identity of politics with existing characters that have been around for decades, especially.
You
That
cannot do that.
that really is kind of what threw me over the top and said, more or less, I am done with Big Two and Main Street. I stepped away
Yeah.
from comics altogether for a while
Yeah.
because of that.
I think most of us did,
Yeah.
because it preempted the storytelling. They don't
Oh,
care
for
about the
sure.
storytelling anymore, because it's all about showing the world what a good person you are. It's all
Hmm.
about the virtue signal. And listen, I am a disabled woman. I'm I'm part Mexican.
You're
Like
kind of the poster child for their
I
target
am
audience.
exactly. I am the poster child for their identity politics, but nothing irritates me more than seeing a token cripple in anything. Um, because anytime I would see an amputee, like I don't know why I used air quotes. Anytime I would see an amputee, and
It's just like birds. They're not real.
anytime I would see an amputee, because that's what I am. I had my foot amputated when I was
Okay.
14, because all the stuff they were doing just wasn't working. Um, anytime I see one in a TV show or in a movie, they have that person in shorts 24/7, 365, like we don't feel heat and cold.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to forget this person is disabled. This person is an amputee. You are supposed to pity them, and they are there to make you feel better about your life. There is nothing more to this person. They are one dimensional. The only thing that we are to know about them is that they are an amputee. Nothing more. Nothing else. We are not fully fledged people. We want you to come up to us and ask us intrusive, personal, private questions that you wouldn't ask your best friend of 35 years. So that drives me crazy
Yeah.
because it's doing the absolute opposite of what they tell us they're trying to do. They're gaslighting us
Mm-hmm.
while harassing us and making fun of us at the same time. So there's nothing any of those studio executives or anyone who apologizes for them can tell me to convince me that that isn't fully fledged. I don't What are you talking about? Stop it.
Good.
There's nothing anyone can tell me to convince me that it isn't racist, ableist,
Yeah.
bigoted, and all the other ists entirely, because that's what it is. It is showing people that of color, of ability, or whatever you want to call it, of sexuality, which by the
Yep.
way, who you sleep with is nobody's business.
No.
Period. We shouldn't be talking about that. But
No,
it's
nobody
telling
needs to
people,
know.
right.
So nobody wants to
That's
know either. That's the
private.
other thing.
That is your personal business.
Yeah.
But it's telling people that there's nothing more to you than
Mhm.
that. That is the most important thing about you, is this surface level thing that you cannot change. The way you were born is the most important thing about you. Look no further.
Yep. And
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 that
not
is
to
shameful and degrading.
and not to purposely bring politics into the stream, but it just kind of lines up perfectly with how they probably vote and what the people they vote for tell them constantly too. Like it all
Yeah.
goes hand in hand at this point, and I'm so sick of it. And just to kind of go back to the whole escapism versus reality, like that is our reality, and the fact that we're seeing it throughout the comics and all of our entertainment as we have for years now. Some of it's
Mhm.
starting to let up a little bit, fortunately, but we're still getting it pretty handedly spoon fed to us.
You
And
know,
it's what has pushed people away because it's so hypocritical, is what you're saying, is what it boils down to.
absolutely.
Um,
I talked a little bit about this yesterday on my stream. You have all these mega wealthy, famous celebrities living up in ivory towers, having free groceries and
yep.
clothing delivered to them, free electricity, and all these things just given to them. And they are lecturing us, average Joe Schmo, living paycheck to paycheck, because they know what's best for us.
Oh yeah.
But you
Yeah.
don't live in the same reality that I do.
Yeah,
You
because I
don't know
need
what
people like
reality is.
Yeah, I need people like Mark Ruffalo telling me how to live my life. Yeah, please get the hell out of here. um,
I have muted his name on social media because I cannot stand him. It's
oh
like
no.
nails on a chalkboard. Like the sound of his voice now.
Yep.
He's ruined. Just I am unable to compartmentalize now
No,
when
he's
he's
ruined
in a
Hulk.
movie.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
ruined the concept of the character of
can't
Hulk,
stand it.
and anybody else playing Hulk moving forward probably now too. I think Marvel Studios just needs to do, and Star Wars as well. Pretty much anything Disney owns needs to just do like a
Yeah,
10 year hibernation and
we
then
need a
come
break.
back. Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
think
mentioned
we need a
the
break.
whole but I also mentioned the whole identity politics as well, because there is a comic book artist and writer who I am a bit of a fan of. I've liked some of his work back in
Mhm.
the 90s and the 2000s. Jimmy Palmiotti. I
I
saw.
met him.
Did you?
Yeah, at MegaCon.
Okay, how was
Caro
he?
just very nice. And like
Okay.
we were walking by and Caro and Jimmy was like, Caro. She's like, Jimmy. And starts talking. She's like, Danny, this is Jimmy. And I'm like,
Well, the reason why I mention it is because I love Jimmy Palmiotti's work, and I mean, I will say he is not nearly as wild and crazy with like how he presents his views on things online as opposed to like other comic book writers and artists and everything that are younger than him. Like he's able to
Yeah.
at least voice his opinion without sounding like a complete lunatic.
That's the
But
wisdom.
yeah, yeah,
It's the age.
but I mentioned him
Wisdom you get from
specifically
age.
because I saw him repost an article yesterday or day before online about top 10 LGBT or top 10 queer characters in comics, and it was all, or at least 9 out of 10, if not all 10 out of 10, were Marvel and DC characters that have existed for 30 plus years. I'm like, they cannot be the top 10 queer LG blah blah whatever characters because that was never who they were at their core and as fundamentally as a character to begin with. So the fact that they are taking existing characters over the last like 10 years or so as well and just all of a sudden saying, "Oh hey, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn are lesbians now that enjoy disgusting fart antics in a full-blown one-shot comic."
That was
Like,
so
oh
gross.
yeah, I read that because somebody that followed me asked me if I did, and I said no, and he said, "Could you please read it?" And instead of me trying to grift it because I was still at like 100 subscribers at the time, I was just like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And I couldn't finish it. I almost upchucked my lunch. Like it was over the top gross.
I listen. I don't care what anyone's orientation is. It affects me in no way, shape, or form. That has nothing to do with me. I don't care
Yeah,
about that. It's not a problem for me because it doesn't affect me. What does bother me, what I think is weird, I will say,
mhm,
is how many people seem obsessed with one, the sex lives of complete strangers
yep,
and the sex lives of fictional characters and cartoon characters, because
yes,
that's exactly what that is.
yeah.
That's very weird to me, and I just I can't wrap my head around it.
It's weird that writers and editors and part of the creative teams have decided to do that over the last decade plus to begin with. But the fact that it
Mhm.
bothers me even more that they've done it with, again, pre-existing legacy characters that have existed for 30 plus years, and now
Yeah.
all of a sudden Iceman's gay now. All of a sudden Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are a thing. I even saw Wonder Woman make an appearance on that list. I was like,
Well,
wait,
Wonder Woman is
what?
bi. Wonder Woman's bi. Because she's from an island of nothing but women.
Yeah, but I mean, there's we've been.
So
I think it may be more of an animated series thing then. At that point, but like,
no,
Wonder Woman
that came from the
always.
comics.
No,
That
no, no.
it's been
I'm saying.
several years,
Well, no, I was
but
saying with Wonder Woman and like Bruce Wayne always like kind of hinting
oh,
at being a thing, or like
oh yeah, yeah,
Wonder
yeah,
Woman
yeah,
and potentially a couple other members of the Justice League, like.
yeah,
But
yeah,
but
yeah.
it was still always like a traditional man woman heterosexual relationship, and then I mean yes,
Mhm.
it makes sense being on an Amazonian island, all women. I get that, but it wasn't a character I was expecting to appear on that list. Granted, I wasn't
Mhm.
expecting any of the characters on the list to appear on that list, but Wonder
It,
Woman
it's just,
especially being one of them.
which is why there's so many writers and artists in the legacy comics that are doing self inserts with legacy characters. And that's
Yeah.
just not something that should be happening because those characters already have their own
Yep.
characteristics and backstory and personalities well established for almost 100 years in some cases. Now, new characters and indie comics, he's so nice and he was so
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah.
New
I would love an
characters,
opportunity to talk to him. He seems like he would be great to talk to comic wise. Just don't talk social issues. That's all.
but the new a new character, um, indie character, like a new indie character,
Yeah,
you can put your life and your experiences in that. My
exactly.
character, Emma Hogan, she has a weaponized prosthetic leg. Where did I come up with that? Because I have a prosthetic leg.
I wonder.
So,
But yeah, and like, I think part of the problem is too, though, is like, is that these people that are writing for these legacy characters, it's all part of the message. It's all part of spreading the whole, like we were talking about, spreading ideologies, trying to be kind of like the hypocritical guilt and the hypocritical, like, oh, hey, this is what you need to focus on, although it's not important, but we need you to focus on it anyway. And they've done it with the legacy characters because I think they know that if they try to do it with an original character, it won't get as much traction. It won't get as many eyes on it because that's not what people want in their entertainment.
They
Now,
want the
if you
name.
create, yeah, now if you, now, and there's a way to, and the other thing is, doing it as an original character could work, but again, it has to be, that can't be the thing that defines that character.
Exactly.
It's-
It cannot
and-
be the cornerstone.
yeah, and that's what a lot of these people writing for the mainstream, they want that to be the cornerstone. So, but it won't work. They need to do away with that mindset, or maybe they just need to stop being creatives, because there's
Or
also
you
a lot
shouldn't
of,
be a writer.
yeah, exactly. Because there's also a lot of creative bankruptcy in entertainment and comics also nowadays as well. At least, again, in the mainstream. And a part of that is editorial when it comes to the mainstream, I will say. A big part of that is like Marvel and DC editorial. But that's why the draw to indie comics is even stronger than ever, in my opinion, right now. Because a lot of indie comics, there's, okay, if you want that kind of story, you can go find that kind of story. But you're getting plenty of stories where that's not something that's even thought about at all in the entire run of that comic. So it's, indies is where kind of, I think, indies is the future, and indies is, I think, where everybody can find a little bit of something that they want, instead of the legacy comics having to be destroyed and rotted from their core.
And everyone's figuring that out. And that's why indie comics, like the campaigns, they're becoming very oversaturated. Like
Mhm.
I know I have an amazing story. I know I have an amazing comic, but I am struggling to get eyes on my campaign because the market is so oversaturated.
Yeah.
I'm still doing shows. I'm still, posting and promoting as much as possible. I would love to do more shows so I can get Veiled Legacy out there more. If you have a show, let me know. But they've kind of created this problem, mainstream comics has forced us to go and create our own because they've stopped doing the thing that made them great in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
So we make our own stories.
Between self-published indies and then also like Image and Dynamite Entertainment also, like a lot of people have gone away from Marvel and DC and gone towards Image specifically, because Image just has so many awesome things because it's all creator owned. So people are allowed Image gives people the opportunity to do whatever they want for the most part, which is great. And then Dynamite is kind of tackling the cornerstone on nostalgic IPs, and then creating original stories from nostalgic IPs. Like, what is it? I've been reading recently Space Ghost, and I have been loving it. I think it's awesome. David Pepos says, if that's how you say his last name, but he has been doing a fantastic job with that. I finished volume 1. I'm about halfway through volume 2 right now. But that's like such a nice change of pace. And there's like, and also Space Ghost, he wrote Space Ghost to eventually evolve into a father figure for Jan and Jace. And I'm like, yes, my heart feels complete, because that has also been something that's been missing in the mainstream entertainment sphere as well. So I'm like, yes, fatherhood. Thank you. But
Agreed.
I definitely want to talk Veiled Legacy with you, but I do want to ask, because I shared a little something that I've been reading. What is some stuff that maybe that's caught your eyes or that you've been reading recently?
Well, I got my Dirty Deeds in the mail, so reading some Dirty Deeds by the superhuman Caro Brown. Yeah,
Yep, there we go.
There it is. Caro, who's also my twin best friend, co-host on Thursdays, and editor for Veiled Legacy, and mentor in virtually all things. Dirty Deeds is spectacular. She did amazing on that. So good job, Caro.
I'm reading it this weekend, but she had me hooked from like the third page of the preview in whatever Ripazine. What was it, 3 or 4?
My oldest is 26, and he's like, "Can I read that?" I said, "You'll be reading it here."
Yeah, you ain't taking it with you.
Yeah,
Go
you're not
buy your
taking it
own if you want.
to your apartment. You stay right here in Mama's house
Either that,
and read
or
it.
you pay up. That's all. One or the other.
Um, I actually have been reading Absolute Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I enjoy that. I really do. I
Have you
like
been?
Absolute Wonder Woman. Yeah,
See,
Absolute Wonder Woman.
yeah. Absolute. See, I tried reading Absolute Wonder Woman. I got about
Mhm.
maybe 6 issues in, and I don't think that it was bad. It wasn't catching me. It wasn't really
Yeah.
drawing me. Like, I saw what they were trying to do with it, and I was able to
Mhm.
appreciate it, but it just, I
There
don't
we
know
go.
what exactly it was about it. It ended up just not really being
The
for me.
I really love the artwork. It's
Really?
it's
See,
really cool.
I thought that was one of the weak points in my opinion.
Really?
I didn't like the art design, especially for Diana. I mean, granted, those
Oh,
especially in those first 6 issues, she had kind of a weird nose, so I wasn't a huge
a
fan of
weird
that. But
nose.
yeah,
Did it look too Greek for you?
no, but I have to get back into it. I was really
Mhm.
liking Absolute Superman and Absolute Flash.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I've heard those are. I haven't read those yet,
Yeah.
but I've heard really good things. And um, I'm reading Words for Pictures by Brian Michael Bendis. I'm reading like
Ooh,
several writing craft books right now.
makes
And
sense.
these are actually gifts from Bo DeMaio, who is a friend and mentor of mine.
I've seen and I've been very curious about that because I when I saw you and Caro had him on uh was it plot holes
Plot
and
holes and
payoffs.
payoffs. Yeah,
I was like, wait, what?
yeah,
How?
yeah. So we all know the controversy
Yup.
with Bo. He got shit canned from X-Men 97 season, the show,
Yeah.
a week before season 2 or season 1 dropped. And someone at Disney contacted Jeff Snyder and said, "Tell everyone that he was sending people dirty pictures and harassing people. No specifics, no specifics, no names, no information. Just tell people that." So they did, and it spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
None of it
Yeah.
was true.
I
They
remember
were
when that
even going so far as to reaching out to
I
podcasters
know
and
it is,
content
Sean.
creators and sending them nudes of his from his OnlyFans. That is locked down
Yeah.
behind paywalls and stuff. I was one of those people. So at first,
Really?
yeah. So at first, I bought into it.
Oh
Well,
jeez.
then there was one day on Twitter, um, we interacted, and he immediately DM'd me, and we started talking. And that led to exchanging phone numbers and him coming on my show the first time, and I interviewed him.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
one of the only people that's gotten to do that about all of this. Um, and then that was that was
He was able to kind of clear the air
over a
and set
year
the
ago.
record straight.
A little bit, because he does have a legal situation
I'm
going on.
sure. Yeah.
Because what they did was they besmirched him.
Oh, for sure.
That was character assassination.
And we all
So
bought it hook, line, and sinker to start.
yeah. So um he's that relationship has grown into a very he's one of my best friends. I
Oh,
talk
that's
to him
awesome.
almost as much as I talk to Caro, and he has decided he is, my writing coach, my writing mentor, and
Nice.
he will send me books like this one, um written by Brian Michael Bendis about writing comic books. It's the only thing I will say negative
Uh,
about this book is that it's very much in the Marvel style. When it comes to
gotcha.
writing comic books, there is no standard format. Um, each publishing house has their own format, their own way of doing things. Marvel has one way, DC has another, Image has their way, Rippaverse has theirs. There is no real standard. So when I started writing comic books, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to write a screenplay because I couldn't find anything online. And that's pretty much what I did. And Bo sent me this book. He sent me, The Art of Fiction by John Gardner, Where Dreams Come From. I've learned a lot. So I'm reading this right now, an Absolute Wonder Woman and The Art of Fiction. And I'm also Newsletter Ninja. Caro sent me that one, Newsletter Ninja. And
Okay.
yeah, I have a whole list that
Fair
I just
enough.
kind of rotate. I just rotate.
And then I do got where is it? As you can tell, I got a whole big stack of stuff here. Where is it? I just had it sitting on here. Aha, there we go. Just real quick, and we're about to get into Veiled Legacy and indie comics and self-published comics. So Zade Comics, my boy Phil Diaz, they have one of my favorite things that I've read recently in terms of self-published, The Man with No Strings, both the 0 and number 1, and they're going to be launching number 2 on their website, I believe the end of next week. So quick shout out to Phil and his team over at Zade
Very
Comics.
cool.
If you like westerns, if you like a classic western story with a mix of like fantasy, classic fairy tales, like definitely I would recommend checking that out.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, it's got some. It's got influence of a specific classic fairy tale, and I don't want to ruin it for you by saying which one it is. But if you like westerns, also just trust me and go check it out.
Well, Zaid, I hope you stick around and hear about my comic because we have a little bit in common, I think, with our storytelling style.
So, and we'll get, instead of talking about your channel, we'll just get into that instead. No, I didn't. I hit the wrong scene. Hold on. There we go. So, this is your story, your comic, Veiled Legacy. So, right now it's funding on Fund My Comic. So where did you? Well, I guess first give everybody a quick, I guess, little. This is the reason why you should want to back this and support this, and eventually read it when we can get it funded and sent out to everybody.
Okay, you definitely want to fund and read this book. It is one of the most unique superhero stories you will ever come across. And yes,
we'll do this
superhero story. Yeah, play the trailer.
Well, no, I don't have the volume on, but you could just talk as it plays.
Okay. So she has a weaponized prosthetic leg. She has superpowers, and she fights vampires. I mean,
which that is an awesome design right there. That was perfect timing.
She has her weaponized prosthetic leg has a stake launcher, iron spikes, a toe knife, and her brother is an engineer. So he makes these for her so she doesn't have to deal with, insurance Ponzi scheme companies. Trust me, I know it's
I'm
not
sure.
An easy process. I need a new leg right now because I lost weight and don't fit. And it's a whole ordeal. But it all starts because of this rural Midwestern family's act of kindness turns into a supernatural home invasion, leaving Emma Hogan to survive the night alone while her twin brother Jimmy has to race against the clock to save his family from forces unknown. You've got vampires, but my vampires are monsters. They don't sparkle. They don't twinkle. There's none of that. They are monsters. They do have a human form.
I love the shade against Twilight, just saying.
They are bad guys. They are entirely bad guys. So my monsters are monsters.
Clearly, as we can see right here.
Evan Scale is an absolute wizard. He is an amazing artist. He's the same artist that you just saw with Dirty Deeds.
Yep.
So very, very fortunate to get to work with him on this. And I'm telling you, he has like telepathy or something. He reads my script, or I tell him something and he picks it right out of my head. This is exactly how I pictured this scene. He
Is
sent
it
it to
really?
me. Yes, he sent it to me, and I was just like, if you scroll down just like
Yep.
a little bit right there, that picture in the lower corner is actually based on an action. No, the other one, the other corner.
Oh, this one.
There you go. That
Okay.
picture is actually based on an actual picture of my children playing in the kiddie pool in our backyard when they were itty bitty. I didn't show him the picture.
What?
I didn't show him the
What?
picture. I offered to show him the picture, and somehow he figured it out. Like I showed this to my kids. I zoomed it in and pointed to it. I said, "What does that look like?" And they said, "Is that that picture of us in the pool in Bon Terre?" And I was like, "It sure is." And I
That
don't know
man
how I figured it
that
out.
man is a wizard. The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah,
The
he's
power of Christ.
incredible. But it's not just a vampire story. It is absolutely not just a vampire story. You've got James Bond gadgetry. You have Greek mythology.
Ooh. Okay.
My my vampires, everything all comes from Greek mythology. It all starts on a night in 450 BCE Piraeus, Greece, when the goddess Hecate, I don't want to spoil anything, but
No, don't say what you want to, and say what you don't, and don't say what you don't want
okay. So
to. No, just spoil everything. So this way people don't need to
so
bother. Just spoil it all, and we'll just keep moving on. That's all. No,
I
no.
will say that it all kind of stems from an incident with the goddess Hecate. And you get from this incident, you get vampires, vampire hunters, and the Brotherhood of Abraxas. And the Brotherhood of Abraxas is like it's an organization of scholars and sorcerers. So it's
Okay,
kind of like my version of the Watchers or the Talamasca kind of situation. And it all
gotcha.
stems from this one single act. These three things happen, these several things happen.
Hmm.
And when my book, because that's the iceberg,
Okay,
when Midwest Gothic picks up, because that's what the name of book one is, Midwest Gothic, when that picks up, the thing, what happens this night on that page in the whole book, it awakens Emma to her superpowers, and it awakens them both to the world of the supernatural and monsters and secrets that their family has withheld from them, and a
okay,
mission that started over 2,000 years ago.
interesting. Now,
So,
now what? Now, beside obviously you got some Greek lore in there,
mhm.
and but like what kind of inspired you to want to write this specific story?
um, I initially wrote this in 2004.
Okay,
It's a, a book. It's called One Foot in Darkness. I published it. It was published in 2006. I wrote it in 2004. I was married. I had three kids. I was an army wife. I was in a not great situation. And I was in therapy trying to deal with it. And the therapist was like, "Well, aren't you, a writer or something? Why don't you try writing and seeing how that helps, if that helps you kind of manage the thing." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, sure, whatever you say, lady." So I'm walking my kids in a stroller, and this line just kind of pops in my head everywhere I go. This line: "She stomped her foot and up it flew. She stomped her foot and up it flew." It just keeps like playing in my head.
okay,
And by the time I sat down and typed it out on my laptop, the whole thing fell out. Like I just kept going. I just kept going. A lot of this book ha- was the original book was me dealing with being an amputee, growing up in a small, very small town, and getting brutally bullied and picked on for it. And not just bullied and picked on, but denied jobs.
Oh,
I lost
jeez.
jobs over it because I did hair. I have a saddle stool, and they told me they felt it was dangerous and
What?
ugly. Yeah, dangerous. Yeah, it just violated
That's
my
ridiculous.
civil rights. But
Yeah, yeah, right.
pardon me. So I was discriminated against a lot, and I know a lot of people throw that around and use that to get attention and
For
sympathy
sure.
and pity and stuff. That's not why I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because that's what I used to tell the story.
Gotcha.
Everything in that first story I took from my experiences, the emotion, the passion, it turned into this.
And
I
I mean, and
found
that
ways
totally
to
makes
morph
sense.
it.
That totally makes
Yeah,
sense because a lot of, I mean, most creatives, most people that write or anything, what do they draw on? They draw on things they're interested in, and they draw on life experiences. So that's by no
that's
means
that's
any kind
being
of judgment or
honest.
anything for you just mentioning that because that
That's
was your
being
experience. So
Yes, that's writing with honesty, and
yeah,
that's very very important. So, but the thing is with the first book, it was meant to be a graphic novel. But I was a mother of 3 at the time in an abusive relationship, and I was on an army base in Hawaii. I was young. I was in my early 20s, or mid 20s, and I didn't know the first thing. Like, I thought I had to draw. That's the Marvel method. The Marvel method is you do storyboarding. And
okay,
I am not really a sketch artist, and I wasn't really allowed the freedom to go figure out for myself how to do those things. And then I found myself a single mother with then 4 kids. So
oh
I
geez,
have the time, the resources, nor the support system to raise kids by myself, let alone figure out how to write a comic book. So I published the book through a publishing company that didn't even provide me an editor. So
weird.
yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
real weird.
Yes, which is why they don't exist anymore, because I'm pretty sure they were a front for some money laundering scheme. It was not great.
Hey, you
Uh,
know what? That right there make in and of itself makes for a pretty good book. So
yeah, I know, right? So the first that book, which it's around here somewhere. Oh, it's up on my shelf. I knew I should have brought it down. That book I lovingly refer to as first draft because it basically is my
okay,
first draft. And now it's the seed that has created this, which is the tree, because that is nothing. The
yeah,
first book, One Foot in Darkness, is nothing compared to Veiled Legacy. Veiled Legacy is so much better. It's more complex. It's deeper. It has so much more lore. It's so much more refined. Because then I met Caro. Because now I'm in a position now where I've been doing YouTube for 6 years.
okay.
I'm, for all intents and purposes, retired from, actual work. I have a partner who he does the working and, paying the bills for the most part. And my youngest of 4 children is getting ready to turn 18 and go off to college.
Oh, God
I
bless.
have yeah, I have everything that Virginia Woolf said a woman needs to be a writer. A
Well, there
quiet
you go.
place, and, my bills pretty much paid for. So I started working on it. I had a writer in the first place. I was trying to figure it out on my own. So I wrote like a screenplay, and
Okay.
I found an artist and who was going to work with me. And then he ghosted me. He just disappeared. Never heard from him again. Still haven't. And then I met Caro on a stream, and we immediately became friends. She was like, dude, send me your script. Let me see. And she told me, I wrote it down, circled it, underlined it. I'm going to frame it. The first thing she said to me in our first meeting was, for someone who claims that they have no idea what they're doing, you are off to a hell of a start. I
Wow.
feel like you are a $1 million person and you have been told your whole life that you are a $1 person. And I'm here to tell you that it is not true.
Huh.
Within a week, 1 week, I had a final draft.
1
1 week.
week.
1
Holy
week.
crap.
Final draft. She gave me edits. I said that she's like, no, you actually sent them to me the next day, honey. Like you sent them the next day. We had a final draft. I found an artist, and Evan Scale is absolutely incredible. The only bump in the road we have really hit. I mean, two. One, money. Like
Yep.
I need money. I
Yep.
don't really
Which
make
is
much at all from YouTube. I make enough from YouTube to pay my internet and my StreamYard, basically. Like that's what I make from YouTube. That's
that's
it.
pretty much how it goes. Except my wife and I, because she does some
Mhm.
streaming and stuff too. We're the
Mhm.
same thing, but on the Rumble side, because
I
we get a
just
little chunk
started
of
on
change.
Rumble.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
both in the Rumble creator program, so we hit our couple of metrics that they
Yeah.
require people to hit each month. We get a little chunk of change, pays the internet, pays using EV Mux, and pays a couple other bills, and then there we go.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
So
most ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that's watching, most people that are out here streaming, making videos and stuff like that on YouTube, unless they are like a 2 million subscriber channel or like a 2 or 500,000 subscriber channel, we're making bill money. That's all it is.
yeah.
If that,
Yeah.
me, I'm not making shit off of YouTube. I'm not monetized. I'm not
Yeah.
even close to there yet. So, but the
So
streaming people, we make like maybe a bottle of water.
it took me almost 6 years to get monetized
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Well, I think
It was
that's
a very,
actually close to.
very
I
long
think that's
haul.
around the time where I first came across you, actually.
Yeah.
Because I think that was right around the time where like a lot of the Fantastic Four movie news was starting to come out. I think it was
Mhm.
right around that same time, and I stumbled
Yep.
across one of your streams talking about. I think it was some Pedro Pascal drama about the movie or something, because
Oh,
the drama
probably.
queen himself. But but yeah, so I
But
remember that, and I was surprised too, because I was like, "What? You're just getting monetized?" Because I think you had
yeah.
like what? I think you had like what, maybe like 4,000 subscribers, if not even more than
Oh,
that, or something. Like,
oh, I probably had well, I did have a big jump last year
yeah.
in subscribers, which
And
was
I was like,
strange.
what's going on? That this lady is like, she's got all the subscribers, she's got like, what is people not watching? Like, what is it? Why is she not monetized? What the hell?
But that has been hurdle number one, is getting backers. I've been at it for a couple of months, and
Yep.
we're only 19% of the way there. And I understand, everyone has bills to pay
Oh yeah.
and they have, stuff going on. I get that. Which is why we have the lower tiers and stuff. So that's been hurdle
Yep.
number one.
And
And
also, that's the
getting
nice thing about Fund My Comic too, is that you could put a much
well,
longer campaign window out there too.
I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. But so getting the word out, getting eyes on the campaign, getting people to see it and fall in love with it. Hey, uh,
What up,
and get
Cosmortal?
them to back. So that's
What up,
been
Brimstone?
hurdle number one. The second hurdle has been a byproduct of having such an amazing artist. Evan is so good, which means when they are so good, they are in so much demand.
Yep.
He has been so busy lately, and unfortunately, Veiled Legacy was the new kid on the block when it comes to his to-do list. It was one of the newer things, and he did the best he could to work me in where he
Yeah.
could, and he did have some other things going on behind the scenes. I did too. I had some pretty serious family stuff go on. But he did his best to, get things done while he could. But when we talked the other day, he told me, hey, that initial timeline that we had worked out, I'm not going to make it. Like, he just finished his other project, and he's like, I just realized, I don't think I'm going to be able to get all these other pages done like we thought. And part of me is like, well, thank God, because I don't have the money to pay for that.
You're right.
That's what my husband said. And, he's like, he offered, maybe I'll do the lines. You can find a colorist or something. I was like, no, I don't want anyone else.
Oh, so he does the inks, the colors, he does all of it. Okay.
He does everything. He's going to do the lettering too, and the cover
Oh,
art.
is he?
Mm-hmm. So, I told him, no, I know you. I'm comfortable with you, and you know how to read my brain. Aw, bye, Nandrew.
Later, Andrew.
Bye,
Yeah,
Bo.
I'll message. Wifey and I'll message you and future wifey probably tomorrow. Let you know what we got going on for this weekend, brother. But thank you so much for being here and stopping in.
Thank you, Nandrew. So I made the executive decision that I want my comic book, my life's ambition. This story has been with me longer than most of my children have. It's cats, smell you later. I've wanted to write comics, create a comic since I was in that hospital reading that Huntress comic book. And I've wanted to make this story for over 20 years, 22 years. This has been with me. I want it to be the best version it possibly can be. And I have an amazing team right now. I have Evan and I have Caro. I'm not messing with that recipe. I'm not.
No.
So
if you did, I'd get mad at you. I'd hit you up and I'd be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?
What did you do?"
Yeah. What? Do I need to get Andrew to come back and bully you? Like,
please don't. Please don't. So I posted an update on Fund My Comic and let them know, here's what's happening. I'm extending is it not there? Look under, because I posted it. I most definitely did. In fact, where is my... Nope, that's not it. Because I know I did.
Fund My Comic!
What's going on, Fund My Comic? Let me see if I can pull it up on my end. Because I let them know, here's what's happening.
Doing it live, ladies.
I have to extend the fulfillment date because I want this to be perfect. I want this to be best. And, Nandrew and I did a stream on Caro's channel with Aaron Sparrow and Marv Montanero from M4. Yep. And Marv said that he felt like Evan's artwork with my script was like putting John Williams' score to George Lucas's script for Star Wars. And so I was okay. So yeah, it's there. If you click on updates, it says fulfillment update.
Aha, there it is. It tricked me.
There it is.
There we go. And then real quick, Queenie, I did not call you. I was telling Andrew that that you and I will message him and Mrs. Future Andrew about hanging out this weekend online and maybe playing a game or chit chat or something. I was just answering you in the stream. Yeah. No, I didn't call you. I mentioned you. Because Andrew was saying goodbye. We're gonna reach out and talk to him and Mary this weekend. Okay. Room and requirement class. I know who it is. Yeah. Okay. No, I wasn't yelling. I wasn't yelling for you.
Yeah.
I'm just loud. I'm just loud. She hears me down the hall.
I don't remember what I was saying now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, fulfillment update pushing out the timeline
Yeah,
on Fund My Comics.
I let them know that I want it to be the best it possibly can. So I needed to extend the date. So
And that
I could
totally
give
makes sense.
Evan, I want to give Evan enough time to work, and it gives me time to hopefully get more backers
Yep.
and get the money I need. So,
Which, you see this red button right here, people? I already put the link in the chat, folks. But also, there's a link in the description for Dani's website, which, by the way, fancy you, your own website. And then you go to projects, and then you go to Veiled Legacy, Fund My Comic, and then boom, there you are. And then, wait, come on. Load. Loud. Damn it. There we go.
well, there's some great
And then
perks.
you hit
We're
this
doing
button, you hit contact creator, and you just spam Dani a bunch of random messages, and
Please don't.
maybe and
I'm
maybe
one person.
and then maybe just like questions about having chickens and the Mormon and the Mormon cult. And then you go down here, and then you hit this big bright red button right here. That's what you got to do.
You can contribute for as little as $1, and you get your name in the back of the book. For $10, you get a digital copy and your name in the back of the book. For $25, you get a physical copy, a digital copy, and your name in the back of the book. For $50, you get your name in the back of the book, a digital copy of the book, and a custom, personalized, autographed physical copy of the book.
There you go. And then for $1,000, you get a crisp high five.
I'm gonna look into hopefully getting alternate covers. I'd like to do that. Try to get different covers. But right now,
I know a guy that knows a guy. So you know a guy that knows a guy. I'm thinking the same guy that you know. I'm thinking Vaughn Coleman knows some people. I know you're familiar with Vaughn. So yeah, Vaughn's a good dude.
Vaughn. I've been on his channel. He's been on mine.
Yep.
The same day. There was a mix-up because I'm sometimes in their head. Because I'm one person running a YouTube channel and a bunch of other things at the same time. But right now, money is extremely tight. Outside of YouTube, I just get disability. Like, I'm retired. That's the only income I have. And that pays bills, So there's not normally a lot of stuff left over.
I hear you. I feel you. I hear you. Preach. You're preaching to the choir, to myself and everybody in the chat right now. We all know how that goes. So but good on you for at least putting an update on there, explaining to everybody that already has backed or that's looking at back in what's going on. Because there's people out there that don't do that, and then you just sit around for 2 years wondering where your book is or what happened with your money. So
I got made fun of on a stream, and it really hurt my soul. And I didn't know that they were going to be checking out the campaign on the stream, and they did. And I was very excited because I got tagged, and they're like, "Hey, we checked out these indie comic campaigns on the stream."
Oh, it wasn't a stream that you were on.
No, I wasn't on the stream.
They just
checked out the campaign. So I go and I check it out. And for about 3 to 5 solid minutes, they ripped apart the Veiled Legacy logo, which, by the way, that's just a placeholder. We haven't really definitively locked down that yet. That's just something I threw up there. I made that myself.
Yeah.
The time
but even
being,
then, like, of all things,
they spent the bulk of the time talking about my comic book, talking about how the logo sucks and how no one's going to grab a comic with that logo, that you can't even read it because that font is too much, it's too frilly, it's too girly. And I'm like, well,
that's ridiculous.
I'm a girl.
And that's all they focus on. When we're done, you don't have to say it publicly, but when you're done, you can privately tell me who it is, and I'll just get on X and call them retards every day on X. Because that's what I do at this point on X. So
they did that, and then they kind of made fun of that there's 185 days in the campaign left, and that you'd think there'd
So
be more
what?
backers on this, and I was like, I'm doing my best.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
doing my best here.
it's back to something that you said at the beginning of the stream too. It's a very oversaturated market right now in crowdfunding indie comics.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So like, unless like, especially
Mm-hmm.
for a number one, for a brand new thing, for somebody who hasn't put out any other books before, like it the struggle is real. So I feel you. I feel for you, and I feel you on that one. So like, whoever these asshats are, screw them.
Yeah,
You know what, they probably align with Brevoort. They probably are big fans of his. So just saying. Just saying.
yeah, it was upsetting. And after that, I pulled out my Photoshop, and I'm like, maybe I can zhuzh something, like, because their big issue was, one, they thought that the lettering and everything was just too much, and they could barely read it, that it was illegible, and then that it was black and white, and if the picture I have it on is in color, then the logo should be in color too. Like, why is it black and white? This should be in color with the rest of the picture too. That doesn't make sense.
Actually, if
And
anything, it
just,
makes it pop and stand out, in my opinion.
that's
But
what I thought, but what
uh,
the hell do I know, I guess.
their
Um,
their ideal editor in chief is probably CB Cebulski. So whatever. They probably don't know anything. So
it was just really like disheartening, like I'm doing my best. This is my first comic book, and I'm piecing this together as I go.
yeah.
I didn't realize that when people start their Kickstarters, they're almost done with
Oh
their
yeah.
comic books. They're like
Yeah.
70% done. I can't do that. I don't have the
No.
money to do that.
Well, and that's
And we
why I
have to,
like. That's
my
why I like
my
this platform.
family, yeah, and I love Fund My Comic for this because I get the money as it comes in, and I can pay Evan.
Yeah.
My family, my extended family, does not understand this. They heard I'm making a comic book, and my grandmother would complain when I say, "Look, I can't do this right now. The only money I have is my comic book money, and I have to pay my artist."
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, the publisher should be doing that. Why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense."
Because
I am the publisher.
Yeah.
I am the
Yeah.
publisher.
That's how that goes.
But they don't understand this at all. Like, I have to pay for this stuff.
God bless family and grandmoms. That's all I gotta say.
And they
God
also
bless their
they,
souls.
they also see this as a GoFundMe, just simply a GoFundMe.
Okay.
Just like just give me money, just give me money. They don't understand that it's a pre-order.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you're getting something eventually, but you are getting something too.
No, for
So,
sure.
It's a hill, man.
No,
It's a
it's
slog.
a hill. I mean, and you know what? And you've set a not an unreasonable goal here either. So like it's a very reasonable goal for self-published indie comics nowadays too. So like I will be in your corner 1000% of the way on this. You can once payday comes back around the end, you can sign me up for one of these. I got to pick which one, but one of these things.
I hope you
I'll be-
remember.
I will remember. I will absolutely remember. And normally, and I've been very public about this on channels before when I've had like Vaughn and some other people on promoting their own stuff. Like, I'm the type of person where like I'm typically waiting until like the last 4 or 5 days of a campaign, looking to see where the percentage is at for the goal and everything. Like, I'm throwing that out the window for this one. So I got you back, Jack.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I don't think your wife is cool with it, but you should maybe discuss that with her first. I don't want to cause problems.
Look, see, minimum of $1. Uno dollar. I like the fish. She used the fish as O's. I like that.
I think she's upset with you. I'm sorry. I feel like I've
No,
caused
she's not
problems.
upset. She wants me to. I've been over the last year. I have backed a decent number of like indie comics and stuff. So she just wants me to run my indie comic backs by her before I do them now. So this is me. This is me letting you know. This is me running it by you.
Listen, I'm a wife. I'm a mom. do do the best I can, and I have some very very low, reasonably priced tiers.
I
You
said
can get
months.
yeah, you can get the digital comic for like $10.
Oh,
So
and that's I like that more and more people are starting to do that with their crowdfunded books as well, like the digital tier. Because I mean, hey, paper is not things on paper right now is definitely not the cheapest thing in the world to do. So I appreciate anybody that does a PDF version of their books. Because
well, and
it
I
gives
was
a little bit of it gives a little better peace of mind that the post
mhm,
office isn't going to lose it, and then
yeah,
also it's just a nice like economic. And granted, physical is king, but it's a nice kind of economic compromise until like, hey, I can now squeeze that extra couple of bucks out to now get physical because physical's better. But in the
right.
meantime, I really want to read this, so yeah, hey, digital works for now. So
Right. And as time progresses and hopefully the money picks up and we get more backers, I really do want to add more rewards to the
yeah,
tiers. I want to add merch over at my Patreon because I have a Patreon where we do all the behind the scenes stuff. That's where I have like exclusive Veiled Legacy merch. So if you become a member of the Patreon, every 3 months for the first
there it
year of
is.
your membership, you get exclusive Veiled Legacy merch.
Here's the
And
Patreon loaf, folks.
you get that like 4 tiers. The lowest tier is like $3. And that's where I do like I post all the
Oh, see
like
right
all
there,
my
new pages update.
yep,
There
all
we
my
go.
updates on behind the scenes. So I even post some of Caro's edits. I post all the rough sketches from Evan. All of my first drafts of scripts go there. All of the merch is on Patreon. Patreon sees everything first.
There you
Everything.
go.
And I will never take that away from Patreon. I've had some people ask, like, why don't you put, new pages on, the campaign and on Patreon at the same time? Because Patreon was there first.
Yep.
They've been there. It's a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that away from them.
No, absolutely
That's not
not.
happening.
No, the people that are consistent supporters, you got to show them the love back for sure. I agree
Yeah.
with that 100%.
Yeah. And on top of it, every Friday I post there's one right there. I post a vlog about what's been going on, what I'm working on. So I speak directly to them and tell them like, here's what's going on, here's what we're working on. That way they know I'm still here, I'm still doing this. It is still happening. Here is where we're at. There was 2 weeks where I wasn't able to do it, and it
Okay.
was because I lost my grandfather.
Well, my condolences. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. He was like,
Been there with my grandmother several years back. It sucks. So,
well,
you know,
my
heart goes out
papa
to you on
was
that one.
my papa was my like most consistent father figure in my life. And he was so proud of me with this comic book. He called it my cartoons. He's 90. He was so proud of me. He thought I was so brave. Like he was like, "You're just so brave. We're just, just going out and doing all this stuff." And so the book is dedicated to him, and there are Easter eggs in the book. The next page that's coming up from Evan is a page with his Easter eggs.
Okay.
My grandpa played accordion. So there is a store in Walnut Grove where the Hogans live, and it's called Club Accordions, named
Get
after
that
my
mom time,
grandfather.
Queenie. Do you deserve it? That's nice though.
Yes, you do.
That is really nice. That's really sweet. Like if
He was
I
very excited about that.
yeah, I mean and Like my grandmother, she was pretty much kind of the same thing for me. Like kind of the most like granted I had my mom, but like my grandmother, and I've said on the channel, I've said it in private to people in
Hmm.
my life, like my grandmother was kind of more of a mom to me than even my mom was.
Same.
So
Me
like
too.
I am 100% on board with all that, and I think that's so phenomenal that that Evan's put in that little Easter egg for your grandfather in the book. There, it's kind of just
Yeah.
help keep a little piece of him in the
Oh, that
thing
reminds
that
me.
that he was so excited and supported you on doing.
And I
The little
just
piece of him
remember
in your life's work.
my grandmother asked me to send, because the part of the script that had his, Club Accordions store.
Uh huh.
She said, "You should send that to your Uncle Steve. He'd really love that." And I completely forgot. So
Well,
now I
here's
remember.
your
I
reminder.
will
Yep,
do that.
that is what ComixDad is good for reminding people to do the things they said they would do. But Danny, I know I have kept you a little longer than I said, so just real quick, let it talk a little bit about the channel. Let everybody know what you have going on with that. You have your awesome other show now with Caro, potholes and plot holes and payoffs, not potholes and playoffs. Although that'd be a pretty funny
That's
podcast on
funny.
your way to on your like two professional athletes on their way to a playoff game, and they just hit potholes in their car along the way or something.
I
Maybe
have
I
to
don't know,
tell her
but
about that.
like
So I started the channel about 6 years ago. It was originally called Comics and Cosmetics because when I do a breakdown video,
yeah,
I'm actually doing my makeup at the same time. I'm never talking about the makeup. I never reference the makeup, so don't freak out. I'm not doing that. What it's just something I'm doing with my hands while I'm telling you a story.
fair enough.
And that's how the channel started. I post a breakdown of your favorite nerdy characters or stories from comic books, TV, movies. I have hundreds, hundreds on the channel. So I do that. I also go live. My latest one drops tomorrow morning on Psylocke. I did Psylocke.
Ooh.
And I had to do a very glossing over because Psylocke is so complicated thanks to Fabian Nicieza not paying attention to what he was doing. So Fabian's been on the channel too. I
Oh, has
interviewed
he?
Fabian. Yeah. And I
I
don't think he likes me much, but that's okay.
I gotta get into your guys' inner circle. Like you're talking to a bunch of people that I'm like, if
Listen,
only I
do
had
you
the
want to
chance
know
to
my
talk to this
secret?
person.
Do you want to know my secret?
Sure, go ahead.
Picture the internet as Walmart.
Oh yeah,
Walk up to people, invade their space, nose to nose, and say, "You want to come on my podcast?"
I I have done that. I think I'm
Yeah.
picking the wrong people.
Well, that's what I do.
I'm just having
That's what
bad
I
luck with
do.
that right now. That's all.
Um, but I do breakdowns while doing my makeup at the same time. And if I have not read something, if I'm not familiar with a character or a story, I research the hell out of it. Even if I do know them, I
Oh yeah,
research the hell out of it
gotta
because I
make
want
sure
to
you
make
know what you're
sure that
talking
I'm
about.
right. I want to make sure I'm being accurate.
Unless you're
Um,
me, and then I just wing it by the seat of my pants. And if I sound like an idiot, that's when I go, well, I'm functionally retarded, so it's okay.
well, everything is organized on the channel by folder. So there's a DC Comics folder, a Marvel Comics folder, there's an Image Comics folder, but it only has Spawn in it right now for some reason. There's
Oh,
Star
yep.
Wars and Star Trek history, so on and so forth. But then I got into interviewing people. I've gotten the wonderful opportunity. I'm very fortunate to have talked to several people in the film and comic industry. Because again, just it's Walmart. I just walk up.
Yep.
I'm like, "Yo, want to come on my podcast?" And then my live stream. I go live Wednesday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we talk about whatever's going on in our nerdy little world of what news is going on in our nerdy world. And on Thursdays, as you said, it is plot holes and payoffs with the phenomenal and fabulous Caro Brown. we
Girl.
are we're going to be making a movie in the next year or so.
A movie?
A movie, and that is the
What?
entire reason for plot holes and payoffs existing, because we want to learn, we want to educate ourselves, we want to workshop our film live for all to see, and we want to fund the movie with that show.
Okay.
So that is on Thursdays at 11:30, and you can either see us talk about movies, and breaking it down, deep diving into scenes, movies that didn't work, like Cats, the nightmare fuel that it is, or occasionally we
Where is
do
it?
have actual
I had it pulled up too. I had your
people.
post about
It was
cats
right
pulled
there.
up. There it is.
Um, we have actual industry people come on and talk to us about their filmmaking experiences. We've had Corin Nemec, Brian Sipe, a guy I went to high school with, has been an actor for 30 years. He was just in the pit. Keenan Henson. We had him on. Robert Meyer Burnett, Bo DeMaio. We bring people on. We talk about a specific film and just talk about production. So join us sometime. It's a great time.
That's awesome. And what is it? I If you ever have time in the future, I'd love to have you back on. I know I
I'd
put
love
in
to.
the title about some special effects, and I know you have a little bit of a
Mhm.
background in that. So I'd love to talk to you about that. If you ever want to come back on, we can
Absolutely.
chit chat about that part of your shop as well. But Danny, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
You're
You let
welcome. Thank you
everybody
so
know
much
where
for
they can
having
find
me.
you. Oh, of course, anytime. And
You
we already told people where you can be found, and YouTube and X, and everybody go check out Veiled Legacy on
Yeah.
Fund My Comic. It's the slow burn, but hey, help feed that fire. Help feed
Yeah.
that fire. Hit that
The
red button
story's
for the
not a
fire.
slow the
Build the fire.
the campaign's been a slow burn, but the story
Yep.
is not.
It
It
is
kicks off
lit.
right away and it does not let up it till the very end. It's constant breakneck speed,
And
and
then
I'm insanely proud of it. Insanely proud.
and there's the Patreon, and there's the
Mhm.
comics-and.com website. And also I believe you have a Rumble channel now, you were saying.
We have Rumble. I go live Wednesday through Thursday on YouTube, Twitter, Rumble, and Facebook.
You
All,
do the Facebook thing too.
all of it.
See,
I go live
I've been
everywhere.
thinking about it, but I've been very hesitant. I
I
don't know how
used
I
to
feel
do
about
it.
doing it.
I used to do it, and then I changed my profile picture, and then Facebook accused me of impersonating myself. They said I was impersonating a celebrity, which I didn't know I was
Hey,
a celebrity.
there you
Okay.
go.
But they shut my page down, and I could not talk to a person or appeal it. So I lost my page and I had to start over from scratch.
Oh, jeez. Darn you, Meta AI.
Yeah.
Darn
But
you.
if you type in, like, I'm on every social media platform there is, I'm even on TikTok. After I do a live stream or a video, I create shorts of everything and I put it on everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I put it everywhere.
Get it,
So if
lady.
you type in,
I don't have the bandwidth for that. So God bless you.
well,
Get
I am,
it.
listen, I work my ass off
Oh, for sure. And it
on my
shows.
channel, on my comic book, because I believe in what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing. And if I want people to tune in and give me their time, give me their money, and keep doing that, then by God, I better deliver. I better give them something worthwhile. So I make sure I work for that. I definitely work for my subscribers. I try to. So if you type into any social media platform, comics, and you'll see this face or that logo.
There
You'll
you
find
go.
me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up here for Talkin' Shop. Everybody go do all the things for Dani in all the places. In the description are links to her main website here, as well as the YouTube channel. But go to the main website. You can find all the other stuff, all her socials, all her channels, all her platforms. Linked for Veiled Legacy, Patreon, all that good stuff. And as always, everybody, comics are good for you. And also, Seth Rogen sucks. Good night, everybody.